So let's talk about acting. I meet a lot of young actors on set, and I coach a lot of young actors. And usually the first question they'll ask me is, how do I get an agent? Well, we'll look into that question a little bit today, and I'll answer an even more important question. How do I get to be a working actor? Hi, this is Working Actor Media. I'm Pat Skipper. I remember how difficult it was to get started in the acting game. It's one of the hardest things you'll ever have to do. It made me feel incredibly powerless. Yes, I went on auditions, but I couldn't get anywhere. I did terribly, and nobody wanted to know my name. Mainly, that was because I sucked. Look, if you think that I'm being modest, well, you're wrong. I was probably the worst auditioner in the history of the world. I totally sucked. And then, one day it occurred to me, the best way for me to become a working actor was to say, screw it. If you're not gonna hire me, I'll hire myself. So what I did was I started producing plays, and eventually I hooked up with some other guys and we created a new play festival, and cutting to the chase, one of the plays became a giant hit, and it ran in New York, it ran in LA, some guys made a really awful movie out of it, and suddenly everybody wanted to know my name. Lots of people wanted to meet with me. Now the play itself was just the end of the story. And even though people wanted to know my name and wanted to meet with me, if I hadn't been ready, it wouldn't have mattered. But what happened was, along the way, I gained a lot of knowledge by producing the plays. I gained a lot of power and confidence in seeing that I could do it. I have watched a lot of auditions from the other side of the table, and I saw what successful working actors did when they came into the room, the power that they brought into the room with them. So getting back to the question of how I get an agent, I've been a client at various agencies for more than 30 years. I'm a client at an agency now. I understand the agenting game. I know what agents want. I suggest you read the chapter in my book about it, because I can give you all kinds of knowledge and power, and that'll help you along the way. But I can tell you right now, the most important thing an agent wants is a happening client. Somebody who's got something going on, somebody who brings knowledge and power and excitement into the room. You're a creative person. You got into acting because you're a creative person. You have a statement to make. You want people to hear you and see you. Get out there and make stuff. If you want people to be excited to know your name and to meet you, if you want agents to be interested in signing you to their agency, transform yourself into something that's exciting. Turn yourself into an exciting, happening, creative, working actor. And remember, if no one's gonna hire you, screw them. Hire yourself. Check out my blog at workingactormedia.com or shoot me an email at workingactormedia@gmail.com. I'll be sure to answer.